Hey, what's going on? James and Jay Kramer Fitness Protein Review Guy. Today we are going to go ahead and take a look at Legion's nighttime protein casein. Let's go ahead and talk about third-party testing because honestly, it's one of the first things I look for in any protein powder. Legion Casein checks the boxes with flying colors. Labdoor, a trusted third-party testing company, verifies that Legion's protein is free of contaminants, accurately labeled, and not amino spike. That's a big deal, especially in a market full of exaggerated claims. Knowing that this has been tested and verified gives peace of mind. It's not just about marketing, it's about delivering what's promised. So yeah, Legion gets it right here. So let's tackle one big question. Is Legion casein immunospiked? Good news here is that Legion isn't cutting corners. Legion prides itself on transparency. They've got the Labdoor verification back in their claim. What you see is what you get. Pure, intact protein with no shaded additives. While the protein is clean, the amino acid profile isn't available per serving on the website nor on the container. I did request one, and it's only listed per 100 grams of protein. That can make comparisons with other brands more challenging, but at least you know the quality is there. Legion Casein gets its micellar casing from Truly Grass-Fed, an independent third-party organization. Their certification isn't just a fancy label. It means that cows graze on pasture for at least 95% of the year. No gimmicks, just real hormone-free dairy from cows eating their natural diet. That said, while the sourcing is top-notch, keep in mind that this quality comes at a premium price. You're paying for sustainability and transparency, not just protein. Legion Casein versus Dymatize. Which one deserves a spot in your routine? Let's go ahead and find out. Starting with the basics, both proteins are slow digesting. Legion Casein offers 26 grams of protein per serving, while Dymatize comes in at slightly lower at 25 grams. Legion edges out here, but let's get into the specifics. Looking at carbs and calories, Dymatize wins for those on a tight calorie budget, 110 calories with just 2 grams of carbs per serving, compared to Legion's 140 and 5 grams of carbs. Both protein powders deliver solid protein, but your choice depends on your priorities. Want premium ingredients and more servings and a little bit more transparency? Treat Legion is your pick. Need a budget-friendly option with fewer calories? Dymatize could be your winner. When it comes to Amazon reviews for Legion, opinions are mixed, but let's go ahead and dive into what customers are saying. Here are the positives. Users rave about the clean ingredients and the grass-fed certification. Many mention that the smooth mixability and steady digestion make it a huge plus for individuals who have lactose sensitivity. On the flip side, flavor seems to be a deal breaker for some. Strawberry in particular gets called out for being overly sweet and artificial tasting. We'll get more into that in the flavor review. Other flavors like banana cream pie, cinnamon cereal, those seem to be Amazon favorites. If you're looking for the basic flavors, vanilla and chocolate, those are supposedly hands down winners. Let's go ahead and talk about making Legion Casein work for a nighttime shake. Casein's slow digesting nature makes it a perfect for overnight recovery. Research backs this up. According to a systemic review on nighttime protein ingestion published in Frontiers in Nutrition, consuming 40 to 48 grams of protein before bed can significantly enhance protein synthesis and reduce muscle breakdown overnight. To hit that 40-gram target with Legion, you'll need to go ahead and hit about 1.5 scoops. If you want to go ahead and save those servings, high protein skim milk offers 13 grams of protein per 8 ounces. So with Legion and high protein skim milk, you're hitting almost 39 grams per serving. Let's go ahead and dive in if you want to use casein as a meal replacement weight loss shake. Its slow digestion nature makes it an excellent tool for curbing hunger, staying on track with your calorie goals. Casein's high satiety factor is backed by research. Studies like the one published in the British Journal of Nutrition show that casein helps keep you fuller for longer compared to a faster digesting protein like whey protein concentrate and isolate. The key here is simplicity. By replacing a high calorie meal or snack with a casein shake, you create a calorie deficit without feeling deprived. Plus, its slow digestive nature means you stay satisfied until your next meal. Now, let's say you want to use casein as only a post-workout shake. Let's go ahead and talk about why and how to make this work. Start with 1 scoop of Legion Casein, pair it with a high protein skim milk. You already know that this combination delivers 39 grams of protein with over 3 grams of leucine, hitting that threshold for muscle recovery. Research highlights leucine role in activating muscle protein synthesis. This slow-release amino acid from casein sustains recovery for hours, reducing muscle breakdown. This can be ideal if you're heading into a busy day and can't sit down for a meal anytime soon. In my opinion, Legion Casein is best used as a meal replacement shake. Its high satiety makes it a powerful tool for anyone trying to manage hunger while staying on track with their caloric deficit. But here's where it stands out. It's more than serviceable as a post-workout option if you're someone who battles serious post-workout munchies. This shake is a fantastic way to curb those post-workout hunger pangs without overindulging. All right, let's go ahead and build ourselves a Legion shake. We're just going to go ahead and get right into it. Directions are usually the same for all protein powders. I have my daily driver here, Pure Choice Farm shaker. I have 10 fluid ounces. We're going to go ahead and use my meal replacement option or suggestions. We're going to go ahead and use 1.5 scoops. Here we go. One. This is kind of a big boy scoop going in. Going in as such. Boom. Throw that in. Let's go ahead, lock her up. Shake. If you like this type of long form content, please subscribe. I do weekly protein powder reviews. If you did like this review, please like. I have nothing else to say. So how does this thing mix up? I say 8 out of 10 times this thing mixes fantastic for casein. Looking underneath the pour spout, there is some cake residue. As you can see right there, there is little cake residue. So overall, I gave this an 8.5 out of 10 score. Let's go ahead and get into our strawberry review of Legion. Cheers. Stevia, and then the other one is the Swerve Natural Sweetener. If I can't pronounce it, starts with an E. However, of all the protein powders I did select, unfortunately, I picked strawberry. You know how much I love strawberry. This by far, if you're someone getting into the flavoring on this, but this, the strawberry, do not get. I can finish this off, but yuck. All right, let's go ahead and get into the pros and cons. Pros, verified third-party testing. Legion Whey is a Labrador certified, ensuring it's non-amino spike, free of contaminants, meets label claims, offering confidence in purchasing this protein powder. Seeing the truly grass-fed certification ensures that you are getting ethically and sustainably sourced protein powder, aligning with the expectations of conscious consumers. And then, of course, clean ingredient profile, no artificial ingredients, flavors, colors, or fillers. Legion delivers transparency for those focused on clean nutrition. Now let's go ahead and look at the cons. This has always been a point of contention with any Legion protein powder that I review, which is 2 so far. Every time I requested an amino acid profile, it's always based off 100 grams of protein. It's never done in a per serving base. Here's the reason why Legion does that. They don't want consumers comparing and contrasting the protein quality. Even though this is not an amino spiked and is verified as grass fed, this protein powder found in here is very similar to the one found in Dymatize. So are you really getting a higher quality protein with Legion? Not necessarily. You're paying for ethically sourced ingredients and humanely treated animals. Strawberry is a do not buy if you're someone who has a very sensitive palate, especially with any kind of natural 0-calorie sweeteners. This is not going to be a fun time at all. Legion Whey Protein is an excellent choice for anyone prioritizing quality, transparency, and clean nutrition. However, who is this really for? If you're someone who values third-party testing and ethically sourced ingredients, get it. No questions, ifs, ands, or buts. That said, this protein may not be for everyone. My professional opinion, casein is a great source for a meal replacement shake. If you're someone who gets ravagingly hungry post-workout and you're trying to cut weight, this could be an awesome tool in your arsenal. However, if you're sensitive to stevia, you may find Legion's natural sweetener sources way too much and way too intense. All right, here, home stretch, and let's break down what are the top 3 things you need to know about Legion Casein Protein Powder. This one has its highs and it's got some big time lows. So listen closely. This thing is overly sweet and leans heavily on stevia and other natural sweeteners that have for 0 calories. If you're someone who's sensitive to natural sweeteners, throw this thing out the door. If you're interested in buying it, go through Legion. Another miss here is the amino acid profile. Protein powders at this price point usually share the amino acid profile, whether it be on the back or on the website. But why avoid direct comparison with other protein powders? It's maddening for anyone who wants clarity on the protein quality. On the bright side, Legion Casein really shines as a low lactose, low calorie option for meal replacement shake. So if you're someone who has horrible munchie issues after an intense workout, this is fantastic. Bottom line here, Legion Casein is a solid purchase, transparent ingredients, grass-fed sourcing, third-party testing give it credibility. The huge drawbacks, the overuse of stevia, yuck, avoid strawberry, stubborn refusal to offer per serving amino acid data, which is mildly infuriating for the price point you're paying this protein for. But as a meal replacement or a weight loss tool, it is a fantastic option. I wouldn't recommend it as a post-workout shake unless you are cutting weight. All right, thanks for making it to another review, and let's go ahead and wrap this up for a community question. Have you ever tried a casein protein powder? For me, the biggest issue with most casein is the high amount of lactose. I used to take it at night and then I would never get any sleep because my stomach couldn't digest it. If you're looking for a budget and transparent casein, I have no problems recommending Dymatize casein. It's worth checking out. I'll have a full review of it coming soon, so stay tuned. My affiliate links for both of the protein powders are listed down below. For all the details on Legion Casein, check out my honest and unbiased review linked as well. If you're curious about all the protein powders I've written so far, that too is down below as well. And as always, I want to say thanks for watching and make it a great day.